And you got to find your balance. You got to realize. You got to.
Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. Today we're talking in Monday Fitness with Vernis Blair, personal trainer, joining us from Higher Level Fitness to talk about the risk of overtraining, which is not something most of us, I assume, have to deal with. How big a concern is overtraining?
Actually, overtraining is a pretty big concern because a lot of people don't know they're overtraining. So I'll tell you a bit about a couple of the symptoms. Number one symptom is you're going to the gym, you're doing your good old standby workout, and you're not getting the same results that you used to get. Okay. So number one, so a way to remedy that is to obviously change up your workout routine, right? So we always get comfortable and it's like, this is my go-to ab workout to get ready for summer. You're 7 years older than when you first started that ab workout. Your metabolism is slowed down a little bit and you're not getting the same results. So change it up a little bit. Okay. Right? Number two, you're feeling fatigued. Like you go to your workout and there's no jump in your workout. You don't have that excitement, that same level of energy that you first had when you came in. So you're wondering what's going on. Maybe you don't want to work out so much, but what it is there's no excitement. There's no mental stimulation to try something new. It's kind of like, going to the same job every day and working on that same track. Right? So you have to change that up. Okay. Right? And another one is you're getting diminishing returns. So meaning you're getting smaller. Like if your goal is to bulk up, let's say, you're not bulking up, you're getting smaller. Or if your goal is to, lean out and get really ripped, you're not doing that. You're staying fairly flat. Your muscles aren't having very much definition, but that's because you're doing the same things over and over again. Okay, so those are the signs I'm overtraining. What's the risk if I'm overtraining? Working out too much doesn't sound like a big problem. Well, it is because you can develop muscle imbalances, right? So everybody knows in the summertime, most guys want the tight shirt, so we're gonna get big arms and big chest, right? But we're gonna neglect our back per se. Or a lot of times people overtrain their upper body and don't train the lower body because a lot of times nobody's really thinking anybody's looking at your legs, right? So you see the guys with the spinning top body, big triangle up top, and they're really small down low, right? So that could lead to back injury, that could lead to other sorts of injuries. Like for example, when people work legs, they do a lot of quadricep work, but they don't do hamstring work because we never see our hams. But then that develops an imbalance, and then you're playing a sport or doing an activity and you pull your hamstring and you're wondering why. And we all know hamstring injuries are horrible to have. That's bad. No, hamstring one's a brutal one. But it's focusing more on those the sexy muscles. Yes. And you don't get the results of an overall healthy person. Yes. Okay. So how do we prevent overtraining? Okay. Well, obviously, write down what you're doing. Right? Write down the time, the amount of sets and weight that you're able to do. Keep track of that. And then look, if you're doing the same workout 90 days later and you haven't increased your weight or you haven't increased your reps or the time that you're doing it, then you need to change that up because obviously you're getting stagnant. And your body adjusts to things, right? And once your body adjusts to things, you always have like diminishing returns. So you're peaking and then all of a sudden you're going back down the hill, but you've been doing the exact same thing. And that's the biggest problem. Okay, so where do we usually go off track? Is it not increasing my weight, not increasing my duration, not increasing my reps? Most of the time it's increasing your weight, but you're doing the exact same exercise. So, in the gym, it's a competition to work your way up the rack. So if you used to do 40s for bicep curls, you're now doing 50s, but you're still doing the regular generic bicep curl. And instead of being stronger, you're using worse form to get it up because mentally you should be going heavier, but you're doing the same exercise. So I'm gonna change things up and I'm gonna focus on form. We're gonna do both of those things later on. You're gonna show us a few exercises? Yes, Marianne will. Good. Yes. So we're rotating? Because I did my turn, so I'm glad it's someone else's turn now. All the information on High Level Fitness you'll find on breakfasttelevision.ca. Coming up, we're going to talk about those things. We're looking at form, we're looking at function, we're making sure that you are hitting your fitness goals. That and more coming up on BT.